We're here at Call of the Wild now with Big Iron, who opened up the second stage today on the Friday. How are you doing, guys? You're looking tired.
Just woken up from a nap, actually.
It was a fantastic nap.
It was actually fucking nap.
We loaded onto the stage at like 9 in the morning, so we've been up for a wee while.
Yeah, I actually rolled out of my tent and went, have I got somewhere to be? And it was like, yeah. It's here. But yeah, I'm feeling good. It's been a nice little day.
For context, it's now 5:30 at night.
Yeah, at night.
We've had rakes of pints. So many pints.
Yeah, sorry.
So, saw you this morning. Great set. How did you feel?
Felt good.
It was fun. Good one. Yeah.
Is it your first festival? Have you done festivals before?
We played here last year.
Yeah.
We did.
Oh, you did, didn't you? Yes.
Yeah, we did.
I'm afraid we did too.
We did the Trailblazer stage last year. It was good. And I think
we played Rocksoff Festival.
Yeah, Rocksoff as well in Norwich. That was really good.
Yeah, we've played Wildfire Festival. What other festivals have we done?
I think that's it.
Man.
We did Rockmantic. Is that a festival?
It's kind of like this one.
It's like an all-dayer thing. I don't know.
It's got more than 5 bands on the bill, so I'm going to count that.
Yeah.
I think that's the rule, isn't it?
Festival confirmed.
If doors are before 6 p.m, it's a festival.
That's fair.
We played.
Yeah, I've forgotten you were here last year. Didn't get a chance to catch you last year. So you moved up from the tent, the Trailblazer stage, second stage this year.
Yeah, we're open air this year.
I was going to say, you're open air this year. Higher on the bill next year, is it going to be?
Headliner next year. Probably, maybe not though.
I tell you what, if we get asked back again,
that's a win.
That is a win.
It's fine. That'll do.
It would be very nice.
Yeah. It's a good vibe for sure. That's a good stage, man. It's lovely.
Good stage. I mean, the actual festival's class as well.
Yeah.
Everyone's so nice. But the layout of it, I love it.
Crew's really good as well. Crew's
fantastic,
unbelievably good.
Yeah.
It's nice when people know what they're doing.
Yeah, I've honestly just kind of idled around all day, just talking to strangers and just being like, "Oh, you're nice, aren't you?" And then someone else will be like, "I'm like again, you're really nice." So it's been great.
It's such a wholesome festival.
Totally,
Everyone here is just like, "You guys are really good, aren't you?" We're like, well, "Thank you." And then they're like, "Do you want to have a drink?" I'm like, of course. And that's just been the theme. Like, we got here yesterday, and that's just literally been what's happened.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yesterday and today, and it's been brilliant.
Yeah, it's been good. Good
Proper good.
Yeah, you were really good. Really enjoyed
you.
the
Thanks,
set.
man.
Very, very good. So, like I said, this is the first time I've seen you. First time I've got to know Big Iron. I need a lot of blanks filling in. So, tell us about Big Iron. When did you start? How long have you been together?
We're coming up for 2 years, our 2-year anniversary as a band. We did a single in like June 2023. That was like the first song we put out. It was Denizens, and then we did EP in October 2023, and then a couple singles in between. But our next EP is out in July 18th, which is our new EP, Frontier Living.
Yeah.
We've got a single coming out soon, don't we?
Yeah, the first single from that, Bellbottoms, is out on the 11th of June.
Yeah, which is
So-
not long away at all. That's
That's
like 2 weeks.
literally
by the
like-
way.
Yeah, you don't have long to wait for that.
That's actually 2 weeks yesterday.
Oh
no,
my
wait,
gosh.
no, wait, 2 weeks Wednesday.
Whoa. So yeah, look out for that.
Rain Man.
Look out for that on a Wednesday near you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be pretty good.
Yeah. What else? Is that it?
We're just
I mean, it's funny, like the way the band started as well is like me, Jack, and James were jamming for a while, trying to do like instrumental stuff, and just never really worked, did it?
Well, you wanted
And,
to
like-
be kind of cock rock 80s metal band.
Oh yeah, and then we tried to be cock rock, and like we did actually write like basically a whole
Sorry.
album. Like, it's
I
ridiculous.
watched that Motley Crue documentary, and I was like, I could do that.
Yeah, that just defined your personality for like a year and a half or something.
And then it was lockdown, and I was like, 100% I could do that, because I can't do anything else now.
we were talking, we were like, oh, we could bring it back. Oh, we could bring it back.
We're bringing back
And
cock
then,
rock.
Then we put it
didn't.
together, and we actually tried to jam it, and I was like, this is fucking shit.
It was so
Seriously
bad.
shit. And then like I think I had like a couple of songs I was working on with Jack, and then they just sounded way better, and it was kind of what started this. But yeah, it was mad. It's mad because we wanted this man very badly, but Just always been in about
I was-
1,000 bands.
I was playing guitar in a thrash metal band, and I was basically being David Bowie in a David Bowie tribute band, and I was doing some other
Your
thing.
own stuff
His
as well.
own solo project.
Yeah, God, yeah. And then
Oliver Wardale and personnel. Very
thank
good.
you. That's what I do. Yeah, and then I think I left the David Bowie tribute band, and then I think, to be fair, I think James kept asking me, "Do you want please join my band?" And I went, "I'm too busy, no." And then after like 3 attempts, I think Jack slid into my DMs and going like, "Just join already." And I went,
I turned
"Okay."
up to your gig.
Yeah. You did the little personal touch, and I went, "Oh, well, I can't say no now. I can't say no to that little face."
Like, as he was like packing up his stuff, I walked up to him and was like, "You're gonna join my band?" He was like, "Yeah."
I think I will.
Here we are. There we got this little rascal.
Yeah.
This handsome rascal.
He's a wee boy. He's the young one.
Yeah.
By the way, born after 9/11.
Sorry, guys.
You missed it, man. You missed it. It's mental.
What?
It was mental. Do you remember where you were?
Crazy.
Yeah, of course you did. What were you? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, crazy.
You don't, because you weren't even fucking here.
You weren't even there.
Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
Yeah, what's your
Don't worry about
problem?
That's all right.
Anyway, sorry.
That's all right.
Just rambling shite.
That's all right. You were here during COVID, mate. So you
Yeah.
lived something mental there.
The whole thing is honestly very forgivable, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll all just get over it, actually.
So, you said you put out some music. I've heard it. Who does the writing then? Who's in charge?
It's a
bit
bit
of-
of, yeah, it's a bit of a like amalgamation of everyone. So the first EP we did, me and Kieran wrote it essentially before the band was complete. That was like the selling point to try and get Ollie to sing, was like, we already have songs, just sing. We sent him, he was like, oh, they're pretty cool. And then he was like, he sang over them, he joined the band, and then the next couple of singles he was like, I've written these ones. I was like, well, they're really hard to play though.
Yeah.
It's like, Ollie played, I'm actually the third or fourth best guitarist in the band. And Ollie writes like a bunch of stuff now. And I think after the first EP, Ollie was like, right, I've kind of got a feel for what the band is. I'm going to write some stuff. And I was like, well, now I have to learn that. It's difficult.
It's good. I like the way that we write songs.
Yeah.
It's not just one person just going, here we go, it's a finished project, there you are. And like even if that is the case, we all have like our little inputs in it and stuff.
We all do it quite differently as well, so
Yeah.
like you guys will have probably like up until a certain point of a song, but then we'll still have to kind of chuck it to me and I'll have to write lyrics to it.
Yeah.
And then if it's not finished, then somebody will come along and maybe like add another section and stuff, and we'll kind of jam it that way and kind of piece it together. Or the way I will do it is I'll lock myself in my room in my laptop and do the whole thing. Basically create the whole finished song in a demo form, just give it to everyone and everyone just will learn it. Or what we did, I think with this EP, I think it took a little while to kind of get our last couple of songs together, so we ended up kind of getting into the practice room and just chucking some ideas about, which was cool. So that kind of feels like we've covered the whole basis really. We've done some laptop nonsense, we've done some jamming nonsense, we've done some kind of like collaborative stuff. Yeah, it kind of feels like we've kind of everyone has a little piece to kind of add to the puzzle, which is nice.
But it works pretty well because everyone like has different kind of influences.
That's true.
For instance, like Kieran writes stuff that's like very riffy but like a bit more like technical. Ollie writes like really, it is like from my perspective it's quite technical, but it's still really good like riffy tunes.
Yeah, I think I just do. I come from more of a kind of like heavy metal, prog metal kind of background, I think. So I kind of tend to throw a bit of that in and just see how much I can get away with. And so far, no one said no. A lot. But this EP especially, it's a lot of what can I get away with, and it's alarming how much I can get away with. Turns out. So here's to many more. Yeah, I think what I like about it is it's like Big Iron is the rock project. I think this is Big Iron is everyone here's kind of rock project. We all come from like like James comes from hardcore bands, you guys come from metalcore. Primitive Vices are kind of like your other band are kind of thrash, stonery thrash kind of thing. I come from like thrash metal and kind of like prog metal and stuff like that. So it's just our little interpretation of what rock music means to us. I think it's kind of a little melting pot, and it all just sounds like this.
Yeah,
and people like it. I think
it seems to work like really well. I mean, me and Kieran played in a band for years. I used to play bass in our old band. We met in college, and at first we didn't even like each other.
I hated him. He was like, I think I was 18, I was just turned 18. You were 16. No, I was 17. You were 16. He was like, "Hey man, just went and seen Blackfield Bridge last night." I was told like into thrash and all this other stuff at the time. I was like, "Who's this guy?" and then it was like the first week of college, and he was hanging out with these two guys, and they went to like smoke weed in the field or something. But that wasn't his vibe at all. So he came in, he was like, "Guys, can I sit with you?" And I was like, "Oh no!"
I was like, "Please, please, can I have lunch with you guys?" Everyone else went to go and smoke weed in the field. And I don't like that.
I'm making myself sound like a horrible bastard. I'm normally like really nice.
Yes.
And I wasn't really nice.
He's
Sat
really
down
mean.
and that again. We just loved each other.
Yeah.
Didn't we?
Well, but the thing is, we both realised that, like, so the band Extreme, if you know, like, we both realised we grew up listening to Extreme, and we were both massive fans of Nuno Betancourt, and that was kind of where it ended up starting. We ended up, now here we are.
Now here we are. Here I'm up.
weird, like kind of like codependent relationship that you guys have had for several years.
Still do hate him though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Anyway.
What was the question?
Sorry, that was like 40 minutes ago.
Here we are, and
7
here we are
tickets to
at Call of the
Yapsville.
Wild
Yeah.
Festival.
We
Have
are.
you had a chance to see any of the bands, or have you just been sleeping?
We saw
we-
Mosquito last night.
Oh, by the way, they're fucking unbelievable.
We just caught the tail end of those. We came like last night, so we just caught the end of those.
Yeah,
So
They're
good.
genuinely like one of my favourite bands. Like the up and coming bands. They're incredible. Like I think it'd be good to see them on like a bigger stage next time. Because like they had that tent just bouncing. It was great.
Totally.
But yeah, I was in the Trailblazer tent today, just seeing a bunch of bands, and it was good because it was like a big mix. It wasn't just like rock bands; it was like metal bands and kind of hardcore bands and like stuff like that. So it's pretty cool.
Was it like Manners who were on after us? Yeah, they
Yeah.
were great. Really like them.
Oh, they were
More
cool,
kind
yeah,
of-
really
more
nice
that
as
kind of thing. Vocalist amazing. Band really good, really tight.
Yeah, I think it's see when you come off stage though, it's shit if like the next band on is like actually class because you're just too fucked to actually see them.
Yeah,
We were lying down on the grass. I was like, oh.
Lying, dude.
Because we turned up on the Thursday afternoon and got steaming drunk, and then we basically like clawed ourselves out of bed to go and play. We saved every bit of energy we had to play on stage, and as soon as we came off, we were like so dead. And we were like lying on the grass behind the, we were literally lying down on the grass behind the stage, and Manners were playing. We were all like that.
That's class.
They're so amazing. We were just lying.
They're like, do you want to see them? Nah.
We were like, I can hear them. It's so good. And we went side stage, and we were like, fuck, they're amazing. I'm so tired.
Oh man, and we got like put in like the signing tent, and it was great because like it was just us there. Nobody came to see us until the very last minute. So it was just, it might as well have been like a little chill, chill tent. You know what I
It was
mean?
a nice little seat though, eh?
Oh, it was
like as you
wow.
said, like we've been lying down or we've been like standing up.
I've either been
So that
standing
little-
or I've been on the ground, and it was nice to have a little change. It was just nice to just sit down. And then someone had to ruin it by coming up and talking to me and said they liked me for my set. And I was like, all right, okay. No, it was lovely. I like validation as well. Validation's great.
Give me more,
Validate me, please. Oh my god.
Oh, I can tell he's a proper lead singer in here.
Yeah.
Needs the adoration.
Loves himself.
yeah.
I'm so desperate for adoration. What will I do if I don't get it?
Are you sticking around for the rest of the weekend, folks, or are you?
Stay around tonight, yeah.
We're staying over tonight, but we're playing in London tomorrow. So
Oh right, yeah.
we're going to be away about midday, something like that tomorrow. But we're about all day today, and then we're going to cut about for the party tonight.
Yeah, we're playing.
Might have a couple of beverages tonight.
Might you?
I actually don't know if I can handle it anymore.
Perhaps I might imbibe
It
tonight.
certainly would be rude not to. But we're playing Slim Jims.
Yes.
Tomorrow night.
Slim Jims in London Farm.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. We're playing a big old long set.
Yeah, it's an
free
hour,
entry.
hour and a half set.
Hour and a half
which is
set,
mental.
free entry. Come along, have a little boogie. See if I can still sing. That'd be interesting.
Come along, like,
Come along.
gonna go back in time and come see us.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Get in your little time
Well,
machine.
if anybody has seen them there, I'm sure you enjoyed them.
Yeah,
Please,
how,
yeah,
how
please
good
let
was
me know
that
if I
gig?
could
How good was Slim Jims tomorrow?
Can you believe what happened at that gig?
I can't believe that fucking that alien just came down and sucked me up on stage.
Oh my god! Did you see how well he did? Oh my god!
Did that triple backflip.
Oh, sorry.
So, if anybody doesn't know Big Iron, and as I didn't, but from your voices, we can tell you are from north of the border. So,
Oh, yes.
do you get down
No, we
to
bloody ain't.
England and down to London and that very often? Or
We
is it mostly
actually-
gigs
We
like
certainly,
doing Scotland.
as much as permitted,
Yeah.
we try our best. We've had a few shows. Like, we've been pretty lucky, to be fair. We've kind of managed to bide our time and play like the good ones. So we did Rockmantic. It was super busy.
was
We
fucking
did
Romantic was still to this day.
what was it? Rocks Off in Norwich. That was class. We obviously we've done Call of the Wild twice.
Played London
So,
a couple of months ago
yeah,
as well.
we've played London. Yeah, we played London a couple of months ago. We're playing London tomorrow. We've been pretty lucky so far with the gigs we've played, like south of the border, and every time we've played, people have been like really like you're very nice down here.
Yeah, like
actually.
actually it's really sad.
You're really quite tolerant as well. Tolerant
It's funny, like,
Yeah, we've been in some states down here, and you've all been very happy to see it. So.
We've been in a few fucking Nickelodeons like that. It's weird, like English folk are always so sound, but this guy earlier on after we played, he was walking by, he was just like, even though you're from Scotland, you guys were great. He was like, even though you're from Scotland, you guys were great. I was like, fucking love you. Come give me a kiss.
Yeah, where else
Yeah,
we
but no,
played? We
I
played fucking-
actually,
we played Bradford actually.
We did
last
play
year.
Bradford.
oh yeah, we did the night
That
train.
was.
Oh, the night train, yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That was.
I tell you what, the most entertaining part of that night was
junkie.
outside of the venue.
Yeah.
It was all just some random people fighting
Oh, yeah, yeah.
outside.
Guy
Guy just like pulled something out the bin and just attacked somebody else with
1
it.
second, he didn't pull something out of the bin, he pulled a replica,
like a model ship
a
or
model
something.
boat out of the bin, tried to attack him with it and then realised that nothing was worth attacking with, so he took a bit of, like a strand of like plastic and then went up to the guy, tried to like hang him essentially, like, it's weird anyway, it was like the most,
It was the most like WWE thing.
I made an edit of it. There was like a WWE champion, like he had the belt and that. It was, mental.
We
Yeah,
were
yeah,
just
he was
there 'cause,
victorious.
like we turned up on time, and the people in the venue weren't there, so we were just sitting in the van, just watching these folk fighting like 5 yards away. Like, oh, nice to be here.
Is this Bradford then? Cool.
Actually, like I do like Bradford though. I've gigged in Bradford a bunch of times and it's class.
We actually had a really good night out in Bradford. To be fair.
I clapped at that point.
A guy came up to Aaron and decided he was his just son that he'd never had.
By this
He
time,
forgot there was this like
I've still got them on my phone.
like ornate
Text
like
him now,
American football helmet, and the guy put it on. He said to Aaron, he was like, "Punch me." So I was like, "All right, no questions asked." Just literally just knocked the guy out, and then like fucking
my
broke his hand.
Yeah, your hand was
Legit
black for
broke his
like a
hand,
week
yeah.
afterwards.
It's hard as
What I
fuck.
find odd was the guy was dressed like he was like in Duran Duran or something.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? It was very odd.
There's
He
a
had
lot of salmon pink going on.
salmon
Like-
pink, a little satin scarf.
Like, that's my pal you're talking about. So,
Don't touch
Your
him,
old
man.
man.
He bought me loads of drinks to be fair. So
no,
that's
man,
nice.
he bought us like so many double
He
rolls.
did.
But he also put the fucking NFL thing on my head and then punched me.
He did. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he punched him first, and then he put it on his own head and said to Aaron, like, "Right, punch me." And Aaron's like, "Perfect."
The thing is, I had no idea what was going on. I was just kind of sitting and having my drink and that, just enjoying myself.
thought he was such
There's
a-
like there's a hell of a random guy punching me. I was like, ah, cool. That's all
Anyway,
right,
we
then.
would like to play, we'd like to play more gigs in England.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
love it here.
further
We
along
love
the
it here.
history, yeah.
That's what I was going to go on to say. So you've done plenty of gigs in England, and any others lined up in the future apart from tomorrow in London that's gone already, and it was a great gig. I remember.
Yeah, I cannot believe that Emmanuel Macron turned up and gave us £1 million each.
He did that. He actually came up to me and said, "You are now president of France," and I said, "We." But anyway,
With great power comes great responsibility.
anyway, chatting absolute fucking shite aside, we don't have. Sorry, Emmanuel.
What a long way of saying, nah.
We've got our EP launch, which is on the 19th of July. So our EP comes out on the 18th of July.
Yeah.
Which is next month. No, it's not. It's a month after. But
Yeah.
it's basically. It's basically June.
It's
It's basically June.
Chat, this guy's good.
It says.
What year is it?
It tells you the fucking date.
It's your kids' money. We gotta do something about your kid.
It's your kids, Marty. They've got an early 2000 new metal haircut. Yeah, so we're playing. Our EP comes out on the 18th of July. And,
Right, so EP comes out 18th of July.
Yeah,
And
and
there's an album, there's an EP launch party.
We do
On the
19th
19th of July.
It's not opium. It's called
Please stop
Legends.
talking.
Oh, sorry, I'm getting shot.
Guys, I'm really dizzy. Right. I can't feel my
Right,
fingers.
okay, let's go for
Here we
it.
go.
Listen up, YouTube. The EP comes out on the 18th of July. It's called Frontier Living. There's 5 tracks. They're all banging. The
tracks.
next again day, we play it live at Legends in Edinburgh for the EP launch.
Yeah, that's
After that, the 22nd of August, we're in Galashiels, which is the Scottish borders. That's pretty close for you guys, surely.
Yeah, that is close to us.
yeah.
Yeah, we
And
can,
we're playing there. In fact, I tell you what, we're playing London tomorrow.
are you? I did not know.
We're in London tomorrow.
We've
and,
got the longest set ever. There's no support bands. We're playing for an hour and a half. We've got to play every song we've ever written.
I was going to say, have you got enough material?
No. We're playing
Well,
other
we got-
people's songs too.
I think we actually do have like 12 songs, 13 songs or something. But yeah, we're
Yeah, we're gonna have to
gonna
play a bunch
cover
of covers
the School Rock song as well.
All right, yeah.
We're gonna do Rebel Yell.
Rebel Yell, and we're gonna do
every
Gay Bar
cover
Ballads,
we've
etc.
ever done. We've
Apart from Hot for Teacher, we
Yeah,
did Hot
yeah,
for Teacher
we-
once.
that's
didn't we?
right.
I think we did Hot for Teacher here last year. That was fun.
Yeah, we did. It was quite.
That's quite hard though.
That was difficult. Well, not for me. I didn't even learn the lyrics actually, if I'm perfectly honest.
No.
Just felt a bit weird.
You're
if
just
I
like, oh yeah, we go to school and that then.
I feel a bit odd just being like, hey teacher, I get my pencil. It's like it's just not
Yeah.
who I am or
You do
what I say.
know
Yeah.
that.
So I just kind of said it's other stuff. Yeah, I'm quite hungry. Actually.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
starving, man.
Well, so am I. So we'll go
God,
and get
that's
something to eat, shall we, guys?
Yeah.
So you've got Frontier Living out 18th of July, and there's an EP, a launch party wherever he said. I can't remember.
Legends in
Legends.
Edinburgh.
Thank you.
Cheers, man.
But before then, the single from it, Bellbottoms.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
I remember right.
11th of June.
11th of June, which is 2 weeks from now ish.
Yes.
But maybe a week after. Maybe about a week after this goes up on YouTube.
Class.
Big Iron, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Sorry for having us.
It's been brilliant. Have a great gig. Where are you tomorrow?
Slim Jims,
Hey,
London.
ask the president of France.
Have a great gig tomorrow, guys. Have a great
very much.
launch party, and I hope
Thanks,
to
mate.
see you either Galashiels or sometime when you come back to England next time.
We
Thank you
We're
very much.
working on coming back down south.
If you're a promoter and this didn't put you off,
Give us
book us, please. In England, preferably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we pretty much know all the promoters in Scotland.
Thanks so much.
Thanks very much, guys. Go get something to eat. Thanks.